Hi there BookTube, it's Eleanor here. Hi BookTube, it's Eleanor here, and this is going to be a really quick tag video because I think the battery on my camera is about to go. But I was tagged by Michael from Bitten by a Radioactive Book, and I can't remember who the person was that originated this tag, but I will put their details below so that you can click and have a look at them. And so the musical theatre tag is combining different musicals with different people or characters. So without further ado, let's get into the tag. The first show is Wicked, and you have to pick your favourite friend, and I think for this it has to be Hermione and Ron and Harry. I hope that's doing the question right, but I love that friendship within Harry Potter. It's just a really lovely friendship, the three of them, and I love the fact that it's a mixture of girls and boys. It's not just two girls, two boys together. I love that dynamic, and yeah, they would definitely be my friend. The next is Sweeney, and that is your favourite villain, and I think for me that's got to be King Gaius, who's in Falling Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes, and that series. I'm really enjoying that, and I can't wait to read Gathering Darkness when it comes out. And he's just evil. He's not a nice man, and he's horrible to his children, and he's just, yeah, I don't like him at all. So I think definitely he would be my villain. Next is Phantom of the Opera. Yeah, let's not use that. So next is Phantom of the Opera, and that is your favourite love triangle. Like Michael said in his, I've not really got favourite love triangles because I tend not to enjoy them that much, but I am absolutely loving the Arcana Chronicles, which is by Kresley Cole, which I've read Poison Princess and Endless Night, and I'm really loving it. And there is a love triangle in that, but I don't want to say who they are in case you haven't read it yet. So you'll have to read it, and if you have read it, you'll know who I mean. Next is The Lion King, and it's your favourite sidekick. Now for this I haven't really got sort of a sidekick, but I have got a character that maybe isn't the central character in this massive series, this epic series by George R.R. Martin, but I absolutely adore Tyrion. He is my favourite character, I think, in The Song of Ice and Fire. Certainly at the moment, I'm just about to start the final two books that are out currently, but he is definitely my favourite. I'm not sure you call him a sidekick, but he's definitely not gunning for the throne, so I would class him as maybe a secondary character, and I absolutely adore him. He's witty, he's funny, he's clever, he's brilliant. So yeah, that would be him. Next is Grease, and your least favourite ending, and I would have to say that that is for the Divergent trilogy. I really didn't like the ending of that. Again, I can't really say why because I don't want to spoil it, but that would be the ending. And again, if you've read it, you know why, and if you haven't, then read it because it's still a really good trilogy. But yeah, I wasn't keen in the ending of that book. Next is Matilda, which always brings a smile to my face because that's what I named my daughter after the Roald Dahl book, and this one is your favourite adaptation. I do love the adaptation of Matilda, but this has got to be A Walk to Remember by Nicholas Sparks. I absolutely loved the film of this. I don't know if anybody else does. It's got Mandy Moore in it, and oh my god, I just cried and cried and cried and cried and cried. I watched it first years ago. I must have been in late teenage years, and I've literally worn that disc to death watching it. It's just, I really love it. And I love anything with music in, and that has got a little bit of music in, and it's just a brilliant story, and Nicholas Sparks books always make me cry. So yeah, I would say that is my favourite adaptation. And then finally is Les Mis, and that is your favourite death. Now I have to say, I looked at these questions whilst I was watching Michael's and was thinking about what I would do while I was listening to him, and before he even said who his was, yeah, I'd already thought of the same person. So I'm going to say this now, it's part of the Song of Ice and Fire series by George R. R. Martin. If you haven't read past the Storm of Swords yet, I want you to turn this off because this will be a spoiler. I'm going to count to 5 and you should turn this off. After this one there isn't going to be any more apart from me saying goodbye, so I'm going to give you a count of 5 to turn off if you don't want spoiling. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm going to tell you who my favourite person is, the favourite death, and that is in Storm of Swords. I was really happy that Joffrey died, and that is exactly the same as what Michael said. So we must obviously hate some of the same characters. George R. R. Martin obviously wrote him extremely well because I absolutely despised him as well, and I was really, really chuffed when he died. So yeah, that was my favourite death. So that is the musical theatre tag. I hope you enjoyed it and you had to think about what you would pick for each of these. And I look forward to hearing your comments below. Maybe pop in the comments what you would pick for one or all of these questions. I'd be interested to find out. And if you want to do it, I tag all of you to do it. All of you. And I look forward to hearing your responses. Okay, bye for now.